Hi, this is Suzanne, 30 Days to Enlightenment. This is day 7, so I'm a week into this. And time for a little check-in. So the things that I figured out yesterday were really profound. Doing those active exercises, Qigong, or you can try Tai Chi, yoga, just moving the energy, I was so much more clear and so much, life was just better, it was easier and flowed more nicely. So that's going to be my most, if there's just one thing, that's got to be my most important thing for the day. Because sometimes I do wimp out on meditation. I'm like, oh, I do an hour or two of meditation. But I have to tell you, sometimes that last hour might be with earbuds and falling asleep. Oops. So part of the purpose of meditation is to get your conscious and subconscious mind to communicate. The subconscious mind is about 90% of what we do. So, and the conscious mind is about 10, but what we're usually talking to is the conscious mind. And it's only when we get in a meditative state that we can really access that power of the subconscious. So imagine if you had 9 times your energy working for you. What could you do? It's like having a whole staff, a whole 9 employees. That would be so much better, wouldn't it? How much more could you get done? So I like that idea, but it's kind of hard to talk to him. We have these meetings and some of us sleep through them. Oops. So that's one of my things. More active exercise, that way I don't fall asleep during the meditation. Later I'll show you there is a meditation that you can fall asleep by, and it seems to work. Sometimes just listening to someone's voice as you're going to sleep, that can help a little bit, but not as much as actually doing it yourself, because you're training your energy. So I'm starting to see some progress for that in just a short amount of time. So the second thing that's come to me today is suffering. Suffering. So I'm back here. I'm in my beautiful, wild, crazy yard. It's not really a garden, or I don't know what to call it. But the breeze is blowing. I can hear the surf in the background. It's really awesome. But there are people that are going through a lot of difficult times. So one of my friends called me. She was really upset about something going on with one of her friends. And then I had someone else that was just going through a difficult time emotionally, a lot of things to work through. And as I thought of these people, it's real tempting to try to go fix them, to try to go, oh, here, let me help. But unless they ask for help, advice is a real two-edged sword. Anything that you give to someone is going to come right back to you and present itself right in your life. So my friend with a friend that's difficult, I said, just send them some love, because we all have these things that we go through, and it's easy to think that they're tragic and they're awful, but they're part of our journey. I remember my dad was in a big accident, and it left him, with one leg amputated, and some other injuries. And he later told my mom that that was the best thing that happened to him. So, it's odd. She told me that later growing up, and I always thought all this time, oh, well, I wish that his leg could grow back. I mean, I was little and thinking those things. So sometimes we wish those things for other people rather than allowing them to have the experience that they're having. This is really a challenge with children, because as a mom, we're used to them being 2. And so you go fix something for someone that's 2. You let them experience what they can, but then you hold them, you take care of them. It's all nice for both of you. You get to feel like a hero. They get to feel like, oh, is someone taking care of me? And it works until they get bigger, and then they want to do their own stuff. So the biggest challenge for me is really realizing that the people that I want to help are perfectly capable of doing things themselves. They can figure it out. And if I still see them as injured, then I'm going to treat them like they're injured, and they're still going to be injured. But if I can see them as the perfect, smart, amazing, capable person that they are, then that's going to give them some energy and some confidence to do exactly what they're going to do and to make it through their journey. It's also going to mean that I can have a life, because I'm not trying to fix or mend or take care of them, just sending them love. So how do you do that on a practical basis? So for instance, if I'm upset about someone, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. What can I do? I want to go rush in and help. So I will step back, and this is just a little bit of a meditative practice. So stay with me. Let's take a breath. So imagine that person that you're thinking about that needs some help. Imagine them near you. Maybe you can put them in a chair. Ask them to come visit. Hold their hand. And then I want you to see them as just the perfect person that they are. Just love them without judging. See all light around them, the blockages clear, the channels open. Just see anything that they don't need, any challenges, any pains, any discomfort, just disappearing. For me, I usually have a light that comes in the back of my mind, and I can see it. And sometimes, like a burst of lightning, it just flashes, and then you're seeing them as healed. You know, maybe sometimes I'll see people doing a backflip or dancing, or just really kicking up their heels and having fun, knowing that whatever they had, whatever sadness or injury, is well. And so seeing them as healed, we see the perfection in them, and then that allows them to be that. And that's different than what my prayers used to be. Oh, I wish that da-da-da-da-da. I wish that I could do this. I wish that so-and-so was this way. Well, you know, that's really kind of confusing things with Santa Claus. I mean, I would say not I wish. I would say I pray, please God, please, please, please. You know, they didn't really work very well, so I've changed. And this amazingly works. It works. I come out of it feeling much better. And oddly enough, they seem to too. I've just sat with people and in my mind done that meditation. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. And it's amazing. After a few minutes of me just loving them, then they have an insight. Something gets better. So that's what I leave you with today. Don't fix, send some love, and that's how to do it. That's what works for me. So we'll see what comes up for tomorrow. Thanks.